Hello, everyone. How are we all tonight? Ooh, pardon me. I'm actually just kind of getting over a cold still. At least I have my voice back. Uh, Last time I was live was, I think was Friday, was it? Friday or Thursday. And immediately after that, yeah, I just basically lost my voice. So I missed out on a few days or a few couple lives that I was supposed to do. But I am back. My voice is about 99%. It's still kind of sketchy, but at least now I can talk. This whole past weekend, I was just in bed all weekend, and I had to cancel the Zoom call, and I also had to cancel the live sessions that I was planning on doing. So I do apologize for that, and I did miss a whole ton of work. So when I went into the office today was catch-up day, and tomorrow will also be catch-up day. But it's all good. So let's see real quickly who is here. So we got Luta, Damali J, Jim Bennett. You guys were the early birds. Vicky Lemire. Hello. Mary Jane Ellinger's here. Slowing down Joe. How you doing, girl? Mona did what? How you doing, girl? And we got Harriet Susan Franklin. Good evening. Yeah, Around to It is here. Hello. And Miss Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life. Hello, hello. I love what you did on your day 2 of the 12 days of Christmas. If you guys haven't seen, or the 12, you know what I'm talking about. That ugly fabric thing. So if you guys haven't seen that video that Tiffany did, go check her channel out. She did, I think it was what was it? I know one name of it, but you called it something different. I know it was the Delectable Mountains, but you called it something different. I think it was a Southwest Star. Anyway, loved it. Loved how the block actually came out, even with those ugly fabrics. Pat Strawhouse is here. Hello, Pat. Okay, so Nancy Gus, how you doing, girl? Okay, is the sound coming out all right? I'm assuming so, if people are not saying anything. Remo J's here. Hey, Remo. And Anne is here, but she's cutting fabric. Hello, Anne. All right. Tonight, what are we doing? Okay, sound is coming through. Thank you, Tiffany. So I just realized I need to make a wreath for my door. So I figure let's make a wreath tonight. So I started pre-making some of the things. Just kind of quickly, just to go over the supplies list. You do need some deco. This is what they call deco mesh. And I bought 5 rolls of it. Well, I actually need 6, but we're going to make do with 5. They actually ran out of this particular mesh. And I thought I had some, but no, they didn't. So, no, I didn't. So, we're going to just make do with 5, and we're going to stretch it out the best we can. You can pick this up at Dollar Tree. And it comes in a small roll. This is like a whole roll. I kind of unraveled it and raveled it back, but it comes kind of like this. Okay. We need some pipe cleaners. Now, I picked up a package of pipe cleaners from Dollar Tree. I think there's 24 of them in a pack. I just picked up 1 pack. And each pipe cleaner is about 12 inches. You can cut them in half because we only need about 6 inches. So plus it'll double the amount of pipe cleaners that you get. So we don't need that, or we don't need a really long pipe cleaner. So you can cut them in half, and well, all the extras you can save for another project. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, 14-inch. This is what they call a 14-inch ring or wreath form. Again, another thing you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. In fact, I think most of the supplies that you're going to need are from the Dollar Tree, except your regular crafting things like everybody's favorite glue gun. And there's a whole bunch of embellishment things that I'm going to be making, or that I have here in my stash. So let's see, Marie H. Hello, Marie. And Crystal L. How you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining so late at night. Okay, so I kind of went ahead and pre-made some of, or kind of prepared some of it. I did not do all of it, but here's what I basically did to get these little bundle things. And I think I've done wreaths before on a live. I know I did do that Easter wreath, so if I kind of go too fast, you can tell me slow down or ask a question. Yeah, so let's get started because this is going to take some time. Okay, so taking my my deco mesh here, I'm gonna this little cutting mat here is about 8.5 inches long, and that's about the size that I need to cut this whole roll of deco mesh to. So I used to actually roll it out, measure it, and then cut it, but then I kind of figured if this cutting mat is 8.5 inches, what I could do is I could actually just take this and wrap it around. And just keep wrapping it around. Keep wrapping, just keep wrapping, just keep wrapping, wrapping. It is Christmas, so we do have a lot of wrapping to do, right? I'm going to put you on the TV while I do my stretches so I can get in bed. I'm here, but not in chat for a bit. That's fine. I have 4 glue guns, 2 large and 2 small. Jim, I have 4 of them too. I don't know where the other 3 are though. Right, so I'm just taking this whole roll of deco mesh, wrapping it around all the way to the end. And here at the end, I'm just going to pull it off, pull the staples off. And there. So then I'll take my scissors, slide it right in between, cut there. Then take the scissors again, and I'll slide it or cut this side of it. Then all of these deco mesh pieces here should now be approximately 8.5 inches. Plus or minus, give or take an inch or 2. It does not have to be exact, but as long as it's within the ballpark, you'll be fine. Okay, in fact, one thing I like about making a wreath like this is that none of this has to be exact. As long as it's within the ballpark, you're good. In fact, the more imperfect you make it look, the better it actually looks. That's what I found. Okay, now what do we do with these deco mesh? Still having breathing treatment and fever. Thanks for asking. Oh, Mona, hope you get better soon. Okay, so there's various methods as to how to work with this mess or how to do a wreath using deco mesh. The method that I like to use, especially with this, this is a 5 inch, 5 inches wide. And the method that I like to use is what they call the roll method. So we're going to just take the deco mesh and we're just going to roll it back up into like a little tube. And I'll put this one, oops. Okay, wait, let me roll that a little better. We'll roll it. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, again. As long as you get a general shape of a roll, you'll be fine. There, that's better. Now, I'm going to just place it right here on my left hand between my pinky and my ring finger. Take the next piece and we'll do the same thing. We'll just roll it. Okay, then just place it again in my pinky and the ring finger on the left hand. I'm right-handed if you didn't know, so I usually place the rolled up ones on my left hand while I'm working. If you're left-handed, you could probably do this on your right hand. And I think I rolled that a little too big. Okay, and then I got 3 of them. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and we're going to tie it together right in the center. So I'm going to place my pipe cleaner kind of in the center. Wrap it around. Now I'm going to take the pipe cleaner, pull it in one direction, then with my left hand I'm going to pull the mesh in the other direction just to kind of get it tight right there, and then we'll twist it to tie it. Then that way when we start forming our wreath, the mesh will actually stand up and not lie flat. And here's the mesh bundle. Now, simple as that. So with these, as you can kind of see, I kind of started making some of them. And you'll need a total of somewhere between 35 and 40 of these little bundles to make a full wreath. Now, again, I don't think we're going to have enough deco mesh to make like the whole wreath. So I'm going to have to improvise and cover it up with something. But we'll see what I do with that when we get to that point. Okay, what is everybody doing tonight? What are we all doing up so late for some of us? Making a wrap coat lined in a purple color and also making her a quilt for her birthday and Christmas. Her birthday is 12/22. Wow. Remo, you're not one of those that just give her the birthday and the Christmas gift and consider it one. You're too nice. Hi, Jimmy Tony. Thanks for joining tonight. So notice, okay, when you roll your deco mesh, notice that it's going to want to roll in a certain way. Instead of fighting with it, use it. So notice that it's trying to pop up and roll like this. You're going to have a much harder time if you try and flip it over and try and roll it the other way. So don't waste your time doing that. Just watch which way it's going to spring or try and roll. and use that to your advantage. Now these, I'm rolling it to about half an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch in diameter. So you can roll it tighter, you can roll it looser, you can roll it tighter if you want to. That's fine, but as long as you just get a pretty decent and consistent roll, you should be okay. But again, I mean, there's been times where I have some that are really rolled tightly and then some that are rolled really loosely, and the wreath still comes out fine. Now, if you want to though, this tube comes with the mesh. I mean, this is what the mesh originally gets wrapped around, so you can use the tube if you need to just kind of use it as a guide. Roll it onto the tube, take the tube out. There you got your roll. Oops, wait. I rolled it kind of crooked. Okay. Not that it would really matter. Roll it onto the tube. Take the tube out. There, you got your roll. This one's, it's a little bigger than my own normal. But that's how I used to do it when I first started making wreaths in this manner. So you can use that to your advantage. But these days I just don't, because I just find it easier to kind of roll it on my own. Or if maybe I've just gotten so good at this that, or comfortable at this, that I can just kind of roll it without the tube. But again, if you want to use the tube to help you roll the deco mesh, it can help you be, or it can help you make you go faster. And sometimes this deco mesh doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. So I see that Vicky has found my secret. Okay, so I do have this ornament. I was actually planning on giving it to a certain someone, but I kind of realized these colors are not what they asked me for. So I don't plan on keeping this, and so we're going to give it away. And let me just open it up. So if you want a chance to actually get this ornament, I just opened the giveaway. You can type in exclamation enter. Oh, there, you guys got it already. Now, make sure that you do see that the chat bot acknowledges your entry. If you don't see it, just try it again. It's exclamation enter. Now, I can only, for this particular giveaway, I can only do it with US mailing addresses. I cannot ship to international. Right now, the price of international shipping is just kind of ridiculous. I just recently sent a Christmas panel. It's just a 1 yard of fabric, and that cost me $85 to ship to the east coast of Canada, of all places. And so that type of expense is just not something I can afford right now. So I do apologize for those of you who are living internationally and you guys are watching this, but just understand that the cost is just way too high coming out from Southern California for shipping. So I do apologize about that. Okay. Whoops. Forgot to plug in the battery. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I did not realize the battery was that low. Ugh. Sorry, I didn't realize that the battery wasn't fully charged. But good thing I got the cord on. Okay. Okay, so I think we're good now. So we got a pretty good number of these deco mesh bundles. So I think, although I know we don't have 35 of them, we can start attaching it to our wreath form. Now on this wreath form, notice that there's 4 bars here. Now some of the wreath forms only have 3. Some only have 2, some are flat. This one's a little bit raised. If you can see that, here is the outer ring, here's the middle 2, and then here's the innermost. But okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little bundle here. And I should also mention there's these crossbars here. And it kind of marks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sections. So here's one section here because there's a crossbar here and there's a crossbar here. So that's this right here is considered one section. Anyway, I'm going to leave, or I'm going to start, and I'm going to put, or I'm going to tie these little bundles to the middle 2 bars here. So I'm going to take this. Okay. And because this is the first one, I'm actually putting the pipe cleaner, or the top pipe cleaner. Here's the crossbar again. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me do this. Maybe this will be better. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to take one pipe cleaner, put it on this side of this crossbar. Then on the other half of the bottom half of the pipe cleaner, I'm going to put it on this side of the crossbar and then wrap it around these 2 middle bars here. So this one's going on the top, and this right there. This one, the bottom one, I'm going to place it, whoops, right there. And we're going to twist it in the back just to tie it off. Okay, and that'll, because this is the first one, that'll prevent it from sliding around. Then every one after that, you can just put it or tie it around the middle 2 bars. And I'm just, so on the back side here, you'll just take the 2 ends of the pipe cleaners and twist tie them together. Twist them around. Then you can kind of slide it next to and bunch it up next to each other. I think within each section you should get about 5 or 6 bundles. Around to it. No need to apologize, Eric. I just feel bad, you know, when I do a giveaway and we can only host it within the United States, because I do know that in other countries, especially when it comes to fabric, in other countries it's not, or quilting fabric, or fabric in general actually, is not as readily available in other countries as it is here in the US, because there's not as many quilt shops or fabric stores there too, surprisingly. There's one subscriber from I think she's in Scotland. No, not Scotland. Sweden. She has to order her fabric for quilting from the US because there's no quilt shops nearby her. And she doesn't know of any quilt shops in Sweden either. So, yeah, it's interesting to hear of the issues that quilters have around the world in terms of just where they get their fabrics from. It's a good thing that Missouri Star does do international shipping, and they don't charge that much, but they pay for it on the behalf of everybody. So yeah, but I didn't realize how costly it is to ship internationally until I actually started sending that panel. Again, that panel was $85 just to ship to the east coast of Canada. I did ship a fat quarter bundle that cost me almost $200 to go to Australia. Thank you, Remo, for the reminder of thumbsing. Everybody thumbs up. Let's see. It's ridiculous right now for postage in and especially out of the country. It's just $14 just for a card with a bulge in it. Like a pop-up card. I couldn't believe it. Yep. Yeah, actually, at my job, we're trying to get around the shipping costs by we order things from that have to come in from places like Indonesia at work. So right now we're trying to consolidate everybody's overseas shipping and trying to put it onto a single container so that we don't have like 5 different departments all shipping from the same, that usually all order from the same country, that we're not paying separate shipping costs. It'll be much more cost effective for us to combine it in one container and then just put it on one ship. But it takes a heck of amount of coordinating to do. Did I get this on? There we go. Okay, so I'm just tying this out. Let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll be good. So, yep, 6. And that makes this one section look pretty full. Okay, so we can start on the next one. Now, if you really want to really make this look full, you can squeeze in 7. Like, notice once I push this aside here for a second, I could actually fit one more there, but I'm not going to, simply because I'm going to be putting some embellishments in here, like ornaments. I think I got ribbon as well, so that's going to cover up a lot of it. Or that's going to take up a lot of space on this wreath form too. So you don't necessarily have to cover, or you don't have to make it so when you do these bundles, you don't have to tie it so tightly together. As long as you don't see the wire or the wreath form, that should be good. And again, when you start seeing me put the ribbons and all these other embellishments, that's going to take up a lot of the space or fill up a lot of it too. So, okay. Hey, Susan. I'm not sure if we can finish this, or it might take me a while to finish this, but I'm trying to go as fast as I can. If we don't finish it, I will continue on tomorrow night with this and do a shorter project tomorrow night. Pat Strawhouse says, true, Missouri Star gives great rates to Canada. Yeah, they actually, people don't realize how costly it is, even within the U.S., how much it costs businesses to ship stuff. And a lot of businesses like Missouri Star, they will absorb some of the shipping costs just so that they can actually get their inventory moving out. I mean, and that's something they're willing to pay just so that they can get customers to order from them. So, yeah, also ships internationally. Oh, okay. I did not know that. And to be quite honest, I haven't, I stopped watching the Soya D-Stash and Saturday night D-Stash and the Monday night D-Stash. Crystal, this is what they call deco mesh. Tulle is, it's sort of like this. Deco mesh is sort of like a plastic fabric almost that has that's very loosely woven. Tulle is an actual fabric. This is not tulle. This is very plasticky, whereas in tulle is kind of more silky, kind of more like actual fabric. But this, when you feel it, it's fabric. I mean, it's plastic. It's kind of like, if you buy that bag of onions that come in that brown bag, this is kind of the same material. Or, let's see, what else comes in deco or mesh? It kind of feels like chicken wire, to be quite honest. Like a very, how do you say? What's the word? What's another way of saying loose? Fluid? Like a fluid chicken wire, not so stiff, but malleable, or bendable. Okay, Connecting Threads offers free shipping over a minimum $1. They also have great tonal collections. I did not know that. Yeah, usually if I'm ordering from Connecting Threads, I'm ordering from them, or I'm buying stuff directly from them at like a quilt show. I never did order from their website, so good to know. Is there anybody else that does free shipping? Or minimal shipping? That's great information. Okay. Now, this is Dollar Tree mesh, in which, all deco mesh will shred, or it'll fray, I should say. But because I bought this mesh, or this deco mesh, at the Dollar Tree, and it was $1.25, I really can't complain. But be forewarned, it does fray a lot. Now, all deco mesh will fray. It doesn't matter if it's a high quality deco mesh or lower, cheaper quality. It's gonna fray no matter what. But the higher quality deco mesh will not fray as much as the Dollar Tree. But then again, you're also paying for it too. So, it's kind of give or take. Do you cheap out, or do you go with the lower, cheaper version and just deal with it, or do you pay the higher price for the better quality? In this case, I know the wreath, like once after this holiday season is over, I'm probably not going to keep it. So, in fact, I never actually keep my wreaths, to be quite honest, because I know that every year I want to create a new one. So rather than keeping the old wreath, I just either take it apart and salvage what I can and trash the rest, or I just trash it totally. I know it sounds wasteful. Or I'll give it away to someone who really wants it, and they sometimes will save it for next Christmas or the next holiday season. But yeah, usually I will use this cheaper mesh because I know I'm not going to, this wreath is not going to be a keepsake. So just something to kind of think about it. Okay, Fat Quarter Shop has minimum $80, then free shipping. I haven't been keeping up with the Fat Quarter Shop. I wonder what I need to kind of binge watch their videos. Fabric Patch has $8 flat rate in US. Okay. Fabric Patch. Is that the shop located in, where are they? Are they in Oregon? Well, I know, wait, who? Donna Jordan Fabrics is in somewhere in Oregon, or although I know they shut down their retail location, but they're still doing online, and it's online only. Okay, so we got, pretty good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did 7 on this one. Okay, so we got about half of it, just about half of it done. We'll keep going, making our bundles. Washington State, okay. I love Fabric Patch. And Ephrata, Washington. Never heard of that city. Okay. Uh-oh. If someone can block that bot, because I can't seem to do it from my end. Troll. If anybody wants to troll bash. Thank you, Marie. Thank you for reporting them. Those trolls are irritating. Oh, thank you guys. You know, that's the first time I ever gone live and we got hit by a troll. Knock on the cutting mat that it doesn't happen again. Fabric Patch is great. Love the fabric chat on Wednesdays. You know, I think I need to follow that channel because I never did watch any other videos. I shouldn't say that. I did watch a few of their tutorials, But I never do watch any of their chats, their Wednesday chats, or if they do any live sessions. I never did catch any of them. Should see what they're up to. Thank you, Tiff. Ephrata is in eastern Washington, about 90 minutes east of where I live. I live 2 hours east of Seattle. Whoa, okay. So, Susan, how far would you be from Spokane? Can you go over how you do the bundle? Sorry, I got here late. No problem, Ginny. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I had a whole roll of this deco mesh, and basically I took that roll and this cutting mat here, it's about 8.5 inches, just about the size that I want to cut down or cut my pieces down to. So what I did was I took that whole roll of deco mesh and just wrapped it around and wrapped it around and kept wrapping it around. And then I would cut this end of it off and cut this end of it off. And you'll get a deco mesh piece that is about 8.5 inches. Now, this does not have to be precisely 8.5 inches, as long as it's kind of in the ballpark. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking each piece and I'm just kind of rolling it up, making it into a roll. Okay. Now the width of the roll can be about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Does not have to be exact, but as long as it's within that ballpark. And so I'll roll 3 of them. So here's my second one, and I'm just holding it here between my pinky and my ring finger on my left hand here. That's because I am right-handed. If you're a left-hander, you could probably do the same thing, but just place it here on your right hand. But basically, I'm just taking the mesh and just rolling it, putting it into a roll. Okay, now I got 3 of them. And now that I have 3 of them, I'll take a pipe cleaner and I'll try and wrap it around in the center. Okay, I'm going to pull the pipe cleaner in this direction and then pull the mesh in the opposite direction just to kind of shape it. And then we'll twist it just to tie it off. And there you got your bundle. And for whatever reason, I didn't cut this one, or this one's a little extra long. Let's put that to the side. So I'm just rolling. And we roll another one. Then we roll this one. That'll make it 3. And then I will take the pipe cleaner. I'm about a 1.5 hours south of Seattle. Okay. Here we got our bundle. And I estimate it's somewhere between 35 and 40 bundles that you need to make a whole wreath on this 14-inch wreath form. Now, some people like to put, when they make their bundles, they like to put, well, I'm just using 3 rolls. Some people like to use 4. Some people like to use 5. And I don't, well, they say that it makes the wreath look a little more full, but I don't find that to be true. Of course, it's your wreath, so you can experiment with it. I just kind of think that 3 is a good number. I know some people, but some people swear that 4 looks better. I don't know. Okay, 1, 2. Two, about 2.5 hours away from Spokane. Wow. Okay. I didn't realize Washington was that big of a state. Twisting it to tie it on. Sorry, I just realized I'm knocking the mic all over the place. We'll stand it up, slide it in. Okay, and then I'll tie it on. Oh boy. Yeah, sometimes this can be very tedious. Just to tie it on to the wreath form. Here we go. Okay, so what is everybody's plan for, let's see. Any plans for Christmas yet? Yes, Murray. You do know my plans. Actually, it's not that it's a big surprise. I will be visiting Tiffany in Arizona during Christmas. All Tiffany had to say was enchiladas, and I said, I'm there. Okay, and there's a baby screaming next door, that poor baby. Okay, so we got a little bit more. Now, I'm actually going to leave one section open, maybe one and a half. So maybe we do have enough to actually make this wreath go all the way around. I'm going to put this, oh, sorry. I didn't realize you guys were out of camera there. But I'm going to place this sign here. So I'm only going to need to fill in the deco mesh up to about there. No, okay, that is about as fully zoomed out. So because I have this sign, that's going to take up some space. Again, I'll use the mesh, or I'll use all of the deco mesh and use what I got to make it to fill out the wreath form. But we don't have to. If I run out, in which I thought I was going to run out, at least I can use a sign to kind of cover the hole. You make do, right? Okay, more bundles, more bundles, more bundles. Okay, depends on if there's much snow in the Cascades. If a lot of snow, we'll be home. If not, at my brother's in Bonnie Lake. Susan, I was looking at the weather forecast. There is a prediction, and it's just a prediction, or basically a weather service man's best guess that there will be snow. This is a bit long. Oh, I threw that aside. That's why I threw it aside. But yeah, there will be a heavy amount of snow coming up within the next 2 weeks, or during Christmas. So it's a good thing because everybody will have a white Christmas. But it's a bad thing because, well, you might be stuck at home. But thank goodness for Zoom. Okay, I gotta remember that the camera is positioned there, so I'll put the purple mat there. Christmas Eve dinner at the Fort restaurant. It's a replica of a 19th century of a fur trading fort. Oh, interesting. Does anybody go to a Chinese restaurant? Just like, what's that movie? Oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank now? That's going to bug me all night. What's that movie where the kid sticks his tongue out on the pole? And then at the end, they go to that Chinese restaurant and the Chinese men are trying to sing Christmas carols, but their accent is too bad. I get to be the first to sleep in the fabric room. Ooh. A Christmas Story. Thank you. Is it A Christmas Story? Wait. I thought Christmas Story was the one with Scrooge. I don't know. I'm going to have Indian tacos with my mom, my daughter, and grandkids. Whoa. Oh, is it A Christmas Story? I guess it is A Christmas Story. Oh, okay. Christmas Carol is the Ebenezer Scrooge. That's right. That sucks. Was stuck at home over Thanksgiving too. Wouldn't be able to see my youngest as she is in the minister and will be busy. Aww. Christmas Carol. Okay, Christmas Story. You know, whatever happened to that kid? I wonder if he's still alive. Or that the actor that played the kid with the big glasses. After that movie, you never really see him around. I did, by the way, I did purchase, or I did rent the movie The Birds, the Alfred Hitchcock thing. I know we were talking about it a while back. I did rent it. I didn't watch it yet, but I do have it queued up on my Amazon to watch. So one of these days I'll sit down and sew and put that on. When they served the Peking duck with the head on, the actress had not been warned, and her reaction was real. Oh my gosh. That is funny. I did not know that. That's one of those things that you would see on the DVD behind the scenes reel. Hey, Karen. I think he's still alive. I'm sure he is. We just don't see him. Oh, I forgot. Let's see. Okay, so if you joined in late and didn't get a chance to join in, we are doing a giveaway in which if you type in exclamation enter, you can join in. And I am going to close it in a few minutes and we'll pick a winner. Now, what are we going for? So this ornament is what we're giving away. Okay, again, the giveaway can only be done for US mailing addresses only. I'm sorry. Right now, it's just very, very costly for us to ship internationally. And so this is US only. Okay, so I'm going to give it about another minute and then we'll pick a winner. Because I do know there's a handful of you that came in late. Peter Billingsley is all grown up, 51 years old. Really? He's only 51? Huh. I thought he would have been older. I wonder how old he was when he made the movie. Wait, Peter Billingsley. Why do I know that name? Because, he must have been, or he must have done a movie recently that I just watched. I just can't remember what movie, but I do remember reading that name. Interesting. I'll have to look it up. Or as these millennials say, I'll have to Google it. And this is totally uneven, but that'll be fine. Let's see, what time is it? 9:05 here. Okay. I'm gonna try and do as much as I can within 2 hours. If we go over the 2 hour mark, well, we'll stop it and then I'll just post a picture of the finished product thereafter. But Mama still gotta eat dinner. Whatever would we do without Google? Remember encyclopedias? You know, I actually had a younger coworker ask me, "What's an encyclopedia?" I mean, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because this generation of youngsters, they don't have the experience and the glory of reading an encyclopedia, but they also don't need to. Okay, this one's a bit long. I don't think I cut it right, so I'm just gonna eyeball it and cut it in half right there. It should still be fine. What's for dinner? Tiff, you want to take a guess? What should I eat for dinner? I've been busy working on my 25 patch quilt blocks. I can't wait to show Tiffany since she's the one that made me do it. Go big or go home. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Karen. Peter was 12 in the Christmas story. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, that's the last of the deco mesh. Now, yep, that's the last of it. Okay, let me point out something too, because if you do plan on making a wreath like this, you're going to run into this situation where, okay, you see this piece of deco mesh here does not, I mean, when they wrapped the deco mesh, it's not pretty, and it doesn't even roll nicely. It's like one big mess. If you do find a piece or a segment of the deco mesh that's like this, I would throw this aside, and if you are in desperate need of getting one last piece, then use it. But if you don't really need to use it, just toss it, because it's not worth it for you to struggle and try and roll or to try and roll this particular piece of deco mesh when it's all like that. So I'm going to toss that piece. Same thing with this piece. I kind of found that it was not made or this particular piece, something happened to it. And so it didn't, or it doesn't quite roll. Or I guess I could get it to roll, but if I need to actually use these two pieces, I can. But for now, I'm just going to toss them aside, because I think I might have enough to kind of go around. Okay. Okay, so before I start going back to the wreath, let's take care of business. So let's close it up. And let's pick a winner. Melina Montoya, are you here? Okay, Melina, if you can type something in the chat if you're still here. She might have left. All right, Melina, congratulations. You are the winner of the ornament. Okay, so what I'll need you to do is, if you can send me an email with your address and where you would like me to send that. Again, if you're international, I'm sorry, I can't send it internationally, so I'm hoping that you are in the U.S. Let me give you the email address. I will type it. 20 outlook.com. Creations at. Okay, so I just typed in, or the chat bot just basically typed in 2 different email addresses. You can either send me an email address or send me an email to either one. Let me know where I can ship that to you. Okay, but other than that, congratulations. Hope you enjoy it. And I will get that to you later on this week. And hopefully it'll reach you by Christmas. Okay, so I'm just tying the last of these bundles on here. Oops, sorry. I know I'm knocking around the microphone here. I'm sorry. Hope it's not coming out too loud on your end. Okay. Yes, Melina, please enjoy it. It's made with love. Not just from me, but everybody who was watching the live session. Vicky. Oh, proof I didn't win. That's okay, Vicky. We'll do another giveaway later this week, maybe. But there will be more opportunities to win next time. There you go, Marie. That's the positive thinking. Next time. Okay. In fact, well, okay. Oh. Eric, do you have pets? Just curious. No, I do not. It's not that I don't want to have a pet. It's just that because I live alone here and I do travel quite frequently just for work and for business. For work and for business. Hello, that's the same thing. For work and for leisure. And so if I did have a pet here, you know, I can't travel with the pet. Like, I would love to have a dog, like a small chihuahua or something. But just the hassles of trying to make sure that it's taken care of when I'm not here. Yeah, I would feel bad for the dog. And because I work such long hours, I mean, I'm usually out of the house by 6 a.m. and then don't come back till sometimes 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I would just I don't know. I would feel bad for the dog to just sit there and be waiting all day. So I choose not to have a pet, even though I really want one. I'd be fine with a goldfish, but you can't play with a goldfish. And cats, I mean, I hate to say this because I know some of you guys got cats. I am not a cat lover. Or I should say, I am not a cat person. I will play with a cat if the cat is playful, but that's usually very rare. Okay, crossing fingers didn't help. Eric, are you doing a live Thursday night? I am planning on going live for at about 8 o'clock for the rest of this week. The original plan was that I was going to do a live session of just some kind of a craft for 12 days straight. But of course, with my luck, as soon as I make a plan like that, something happens. And so this past weekend, I did get sick, which is why I didn't go live on this past weekend. And I did not go live last night. So, but yes, to answer your question, Marie, I will be on live Thursday, probably around somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to be doing, but yes, we will be live. I'm planning to go on live tomorrow night, but I don't want to jinx it. So let's just say, yeah, the plan is to go live, but again, I can't guarantee because every time I say I'm going to go live, something happens. So I don't want to jinx it. So I'm planning on it. But the way things are, well, positive vibes. Okay, let's just say, yes, it's going to happen. One of the great things about being retired, you can spend the whole day with your doggy. Aww. I'm looking forward to retirement so badly. I still got about, a good 20 years though. Don't tell Thumper. Don't lie, you love Thumper. Well, that's because Thumper actually plays with me. Some cats just they kind of give you that look of, what do you want? Don't leave me alone. And they go away. Thumper don't hide for Eric. He actually comes right up to him. Yeah, that's actually quite weird. Thumper did come, the first time I went to visit Tiffany, Thumper came right out and just walked right up to me and looked at me like, oh, who are you? And Tiffany was telling me, usually Thumper hides from new people. And I'm like, what? He's not doing that to me. Okay. Let's see, what can we do? So I'm going to put the sign here. Or I'm going to attach that sign here. It's going to look a little weird because it's down. Usually I like to have the sign up. Or I'll fill this in with more mesh and then have the sign up like that. But for now, I'm just going to... We're making do because they don't have this red deco mesh anymore. They ran out. So I don't know when they're going to get more of it in. So I'm just going to do it like this. Okay. So I think I'm going to put that there. And then I can, we can leave this to hang it on the door. So that'll be good. Okay. Thumper knows he's good. That's a nice of Thumper trying to win him over. Tomorrow I would miss you. Won't be home by then. Thursday, yes. Okay, Susan. Well, can watch the replay if you miss it, or I might still actually be on, just depending upon what time you get home. Okay, what do I need now? Floral wire. I know I've brought it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this floral wire here. Just a lot of it. And this is a 26 gauge. You can use something that's, you can use thinner. No, well, actually, this is pretty thin. This is a pretty decent strength. You can use thicker, I should say. Or you can even use a pipe cleaner if you want. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue this floral wire to the back of the sign. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. So I'm just going to put a dollop of glue there. Again, if you don't have floral wire, you could use... or if I didn't cut all my pipe cleaners, sometimes I just use the pipe cleaner and I just stick it right on there. And I'm just gonna make sure or push it down so that it doesn't pop up like that. That one popped up. Okay, see you tomorrow. Who knows, maybe whatever. Okay, and I'm just gonna put that aside to dry. Okay. I need sweet Uggs. Need to hunt down where I put my secret stash. Secret stash? You have a secret stash, Tiffany? Ooh. You should put a staple to hold the wire in. I would use a staple gun. If I had smaller staples, I just don't have the right size staples. On a bigger, this sign is actually not that big. So I'm hoping that the glue will just suffice. But yeah, this is actually not that big. It's maybe about a 6-inch or so. If this were a bigger sign, then yeah, I would use a staple gun. But this is also very, very thin too. Maybe like an 1/8 of an inch thick. So a staple gun will actually go right through it, I'm afraid. But yeah, on bigger signs, I do use a staple gun, especially if it's a lot thicker here. But this is actually very thin. Okay, now my favorite part, embellishing. So let's start with the ribbon. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Okay, I can use this, or I can use this. I'll use that. How much of this do I have? Not a lot. Okay, not enough. Put a little piece of the junked mesh over the hot glue gun. I think okay, I think this is the only white ribbon that I do have, so let's go with this. Okay, this hot glue is so super hot that it actually melts the mesh itself. So that's why I usually don't, well, you'll see me use it when I do these, when I start embellishing stuff, but, and just to hold it down, but yeah, this hot glue, you get, it gets so hot that it'll actually melt the mesh itself. Okay, so this ribbon is 2.5 inches. Let's see. Shall I go? Do I want to do it 8? No, let's do 9 inches. So, how big do I want to make the ribbon? Okay, so I'm just measuring how big of a ribbon or how long I'm going to cut this ribbon. I think that's good. Oh, do I want to make it shorter? Let's see. I'm just measuring how big. Again, yeah, about there. Yep. So that'll be good. So right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So about 12 inches. Okay. So I'm going to do about 10 of these. So just measuring approximately a 12-inch ribbon. And you'll see what I do with this. I'm just going to basically kind of throughout the wreath, I'm going to put some ribbon or tie some ribbons in there just to make a decorative element out of it. So I'll do about 5 of them or so, and it'll help to make the wreath look a lot more full. Now, when a lot of wreath makers will do, when they add their ribbons on, they will do multiple sizes all at once, but for this particular wreath, I'm just going to do this one 2.5-inch ribbon. But what they will do is they will layer a 2.5, then a 2-inch, and then a 1.5-inch ribbon. And that's what they use to decorate their wreath with. But sometimes I'll do that if it's a wreath that I know is going to go as a gift, or if I'm making it as a keepsake. But in this case, I know I'm not planning on keeping this wreath for that long, so there's no point in me putting that much into it. So I'm just going to cut it about there. And okay, so take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is about 4 of them all together. I'm going to cut it here. Come on. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dovetail it. So I'm going to, I still have it folded here. And I'm going to fold it in half. And then trim that. And then we have a dovetail. Do the same thing to the other side, in which this one's way uneven. So I'm going to fold it in half, and I know that one of them's a little short. Actually, I can take this one. I know here's the short piece. So I'll fold it in half. And then cut it, or make a triangle toward the middle. There's your dovetail. Okay, and do the same thing with these. Fold it in half, and then we'll cut it there. There's your dovetail. And we'll do the same with this side of it. Fold it in half. This is wired ribbon, by the way. Fold it in half, and then I will cut it. Okay, so this one's a little shorter, but I can still use it. So I'm gonna pinch it in the middle, just kind of scrunch it up. Oh, well, actually, let me layer two of them. Do two at a time. And right in the middle, I'm just gonna kind of pinch and scrunch it up right there. Take a pipe cleaner. And same thing, just kind of wrap it. Pull the ribbon one way, pipe cleaner the opposite way. And let's see, I'm gonna stick this, kind of push the mesh aside for a second. And I'm gonna stick this down and just tie it onto the wire using those same two middle wires that I tied the deco mesh to. Flip it over, I'll twist it. And you can shape it. Now some people like to pull the ribbons out toward the side. Okay, what I like to do is just actually kind of make like an X formation with it. And you can roll it. And because it's wired, it'll hold its shape. Then, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to open this container. I wanted to use these green ornaments on this one. So, oh, I got a smashed one here, but even though it's smashed in, or actually even on both sides, you might still be able to use it if you hide it. Well, no. So I'm gonna put a hot glue gun, a huge dollop of hot glue right all over there. Then I can insert it right there. And we'll repeat that. Okay, let me do all the ribbons first. So I'll scrunch that. Tie it down. Hi, Pat. I'm doing much better, thank you. There we go. Okay. Does anyone else make wreaths? I'm just curious. Am I the only one? Looks great with the ornaments in the bow. Kind of looks like a flower to me, if you ask me. Okay, then I can kind of eyeball it, and then I'll put the next one here. Maybe around here. Okay, and don't be afraid to kind of manhandle this and just push the deco mesh aside. Okay. Today I made banana bread, only 17 loaves for part of kids' Xmas gifts. Vicky, save one for me. Banana bread is one of my favorites. And I will break my diabetic diet to eat banana bread and banana pie. Okay, then we can pull it apart. Okay, the secret, as I found out, to actually getting the ribbon to cooperate when you open it up is actually go reach down toward the center, and that's where you want to pull it. Okay. And that's where, all the way in the center, that's where you want to open it up. Okay, if you only open it up here, then it's not really going to do much. You want to get down in toward the center, get the wire in the correct shape, and then that'll actually open it up. And you can open it up so that you can insert your ornament. Insert that there. It'd be moldy by the time I get it there. Well, we don't want that. That's for sure. And let's see, we can put one here. Okay. And by the way, the ribbon is, this particular ribbon is not from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree does have, they do sell ribbon with it, with the 2.5-inch size. It's not the worst looking ribbon, but it's also not the best quality either. You can use it on a wreath like this. Again, it's not going to be like, if you're not making a wreath that you plan on keeping until the end of time, then it's something that you can use, definitely. And this is not a wreath that I plan on keeping forever. I'm probably going to just hang it this holiday season and then, I don't know, maybe toss it afterwards. But again, this particular ribbon was actually purchased at Hobby Lobby. No, not Hobby Lobby, Joann's. Usually the day after Christmas is when I go craft shopping for supplies like ribbons or gift wrapping paper. That's when I'll just kind of go to the craft stores and buy crafts like that, because it's usually 75 to 80, even 90% off. This ribbon was actually, let's see, 2.5-inch ribbon, 30 feet, only $1 at Joann's on sale. And I bought it last year, so I think I got like 10 rolls of this. So just a little tip. Usually the day after Christmas, when all the craft stores, or maybe the day before or the day after, all the craft stores are trying to liquidate all their Christmas inventory, that's the time where I buy supplies like ribbon. And even if they have gift wrapping or what do you call them, picks, yeah, that's when I go shopping for that kind of stuff. Even the ornaments sometimes, if they have like leftover ornaments. Last year they didn't have much, but I don't know, who knows, this year they might have a lot. But that's when I'll go shopping for those type of craft supplies. And then I'll just store them all year, and when I need it, it's there. My daughter and granddaughters and I made wreaths one Christmas, and we put the battery operated mini lights in them. Oh, that's something I never did do. Hope I can find red. It will look great on my black front door. They usually carry, Harriet, they usually do carry, if you're shopping at Dollar Tree, they usually do carry the red. It's just for whatever reason, my Dollar Tree or my local Dollar Tree didn't get a shipment this week, so that's why they were out of a lot of stuff. So their shelves were pretty bare, but usually you can find the red, the green. I mean, that's a pretty standard color of deco mesh for them all year round. So you shouldn't have any problems finding the red. Unless they have, or unless they're missing a shipment like my Dollar Tree did. Okay, this is a little uneven, but that's okay. And my sign is now ready to be tied on, so I'm going to tie this on. Sorry guys, I keep hitting the microphone. I hope it's not causing too much noise on your part or on your side. Okay, so I'm just tying the floral wire from the back. And I am going to cut this extra wire off, but I just want to make sure that the sign is hanging in the correct position that I want it to. And, you know what? I'm going to go around the top here. Yep, that looks good to me, so we're good. So with this extra wire, I'm going to trim it off, and then I'm going to I'll put that aside for now. Okay. One thing you should always do, and I'm going to do this later after we finish the live, but all these pipe cleaners, the ends can actually damage the door. So you want to make sure that you do push your ends in back towards the deco mesh. So all I'm doing is taking this end here and just kind of pushing it back the other way. And that's to prevent the, because there's wire in these pipe cleaners, it can scratch your door a lot. Trust me, ask me how I know. So usually before I hang it up, or as one of the final steps, I will take the ends of the pipe cleaners and actually push it toward the other side there. Or if you do have like, you can cover it with fabric. You can also use like a placemat, a round placemat, and then just glue it right onto the back. Then that way you don't have to worry about these pipe cleaners scratching your door. Okay, then with these extra ornaments, I'm just going to stick them in here randomly. Okay. And I can even use this one even though it's all damaged. Just strategically place it in a spot where you won't see the damaged parts. Since it's over there, I'll put it here. And just bury that there. Well, you can kind of see the damage. Well, no, you can't really tell. Somewhat. We'll hide it. Then the last one. I think I'll put it here. I'll put it here. Now, some people say that you should have symmetry, so if you put one in a corner like here, you should have an opposite one there. I don't care about that. As long as it looks good, I'm all good with it. But yes, the rule, if you want to follow or if you want to play by the rule, if you do put one, say for example, something here on the left side, you should also have one here on the opposite side. Let me actually play with this for a second. Hang on, guys. I should have done this a long time ago. Sorry. There we go. That's a much wider shot, so you can see a lot more. Better? Hopefully that's better. I always do odd in my wreaths. Yep, that's another thing. I did 4. I actually should have done 5. But when you do a wreath, odd numbers work best. So again, I did 4 of these ornaments. I really should have done 5. I would have put the 5th somewhere up here at the top. But I got the sign there, so. Okay. Now at this point, I'm just embellishing the wreath. So whatever you want to put on there, it's your choice. I tend to over embellish things though. And so with this is called deco mesh tubing. And you can, it's just this weird thing that I like to put in the wreath. So I usually just kind of bundle it into a bow. Okay, I got a damaged part here. Let me see if I can get that to work. Oh, no. Okay, well then we'll just make that the middle. I will create loops about yay big. And what I like to do with this is I will create like a bow of maybe 3 on each side or 3 big loops on each side. Is this too big? Let's see. And I like to actually just attach it to the sides here. Maybe that's a bit much. Yeah, a little too big. Where's the end? Go a little smaller. Three and 3. Yeah, I think this will work better. And I'll put it to the side. I'll just tie it onto here, right on the edge. What am I grabbing? Now I dropped it. Okay. I'm grabbing onto something. Okay. Sometimes it's just easy to flip it over and look at what you're doing there. Right. And it's just a little small decorative element that you can kind of add to the sides. Kind of whimsical. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good enough. Cut that bad part off. Okay, and then this one I will add here. You can basically place these anywhere you want to. Okay, and then do a few more. Just doing another one here. Ooh, what the heck is going on upstairs? Hear my neighbor upstairs doing something. Stomping around. I can put this one here. Okay, we'll try that. I just basically want to use up all of this tubing, or deco mesh tubing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let's bring it like that. Or cut it here. Pipe cleaner. Adjust it a little bit. And then let me make a few more so I can just make it and then tie it. Okay, I'm going to cut this part off because this is bad. And this will be a small one. Or not so full one. Same here, not much. Okay. There aren't too many crafts I haven't tried. Well, Jim, you're just a crafter of everything, aren't you? I've never made a wreath before. Well, Kat, hopefully this might inspire you to make one. They're really not that hard to do. Same here, but not much paper crafts. Well, guess what, Marie? We'll be doing some paper crafting next, because I need to make some Christmas cards. So if you're not much into paper crafting, I might have a tip for you that will make it go, or if you want to make Christmas cards, it'll make it a lot easier if you want to make your own homemade one. So we'll do that. We'll do that soon. Okay, this is just irritating me because I don't want to deal with that little messed up part. I'm just bunching it up there. I'll cut this part off. Wrap it. Wow, thank you guys so much for staying up so late and joining me here. I didn't actually expect that there would be 25 people here. Hope I'm not boring you. Maybe some of you kind of fell asleep watching. Used to make them with cedar tree. Ooh. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I do give lots of birthday cards. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can use that technique for birthday cards too. I'm afraid to start another craft. Not sure my wallet can handle it. Not so late in Fresno. Ah, you're a West Coaster, just like me. Okay. I'm going to add this one here. I'm up just watching a movie and you. Okay, it's only 1 a.m. here. 1 a.m. Wow. And you're still up, Pat. Thank you for keeping up with me, or staying up with me. Okay, I'm just trying to tie it in the back here. I think I got it. Yep. Okay, we'll pull this out forward. Okay. All this tubing actually just kind of adds a little pop of color, well, along with the ornaments here. But I didn't know if there was going to be enough green to contrast all the red, so that's why I just grabbed this green tubing here. It adds just a little bit of a punch. A little bit of a color punch, so I like using it. I don't use it on every single wreath, but I do like using this deco mesh tubing. I'm a night owl. I like to sew at night. I think all of us sew at night, or the vast majority of us do. Yeah. Interesting story. About sewing late at night. You know, Tiffany used to do that Insomniac series where she would be up until like 4 a.m. or something sewing on quilting projects. And I found Tiffany through T Quilts, but I didn't know she was going live so late. So one night I was just kind of doing that zombie scroll on YouTube, and I saw, oh, Tiffany's on live. So that's how I discovered Tiffany's channel, actually. But of course, we met each other through T Quilts. Okay, I'm going to make this one really large because I just want to use the rest of this mesh up, or this tubing up. And I'm going to cut that part off because that's damaged. I watch YouTube at night when I'm waiting for the pain pills to kick in. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cat. Well, at least you have YouTube to keep you entertained. Okay, and can I sneak this one in here somewhere? I bought a diamond painting kit trying after the holidays. Huh. Diamond painting kit. Never heard of that. Okay, that's all the mesh. Okay, so I know these ribbons have a bunch of snowmen, so I just want to add in maybe one or two of these snowman ornaments. Okay. $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. So I will add one of them here. Maybe right there. So I'll put some hot glue right onto there. Well, that's more than some hot glue. That's a lot of hot glue. And I will stick him right there. Okay, the other thing I could have done was actually take the floral wire and just wrap it around, like, and hide it under his scarf, but I'm not going to do that. Take another one here. This one is green. And I can place him somewhere, maybe here. Nope. This side is so much more crowded. Why? Why is that? Oh, because I put so many more ornaments on this side. That's why. So it worked over there. Let's put him here. Less is more. Well, not in my case, Pat. Sorry. Actually, this is rather tame for me. Usually, when I make a wreath, everything is like overflowing with ribbons and ornaments and all these embellishments. So, but this is sort of like a edited version of things that I've done. It is getting very busy, and a lot of times when I do make a wreath, by the time I'm actually done with all the decorations and the embellishments, you're not able to see the mesh itself. Okay, the mesh is actually this deco mesh is actually just the base layer. A lot of times with wreath makers like myself who over embellish and go all out on it, by the time they're done with the wreath, you can't even see the mesh. I will leave a little bit of the, or I'm not going to put too much on this or too much more on this wreath because again, I don't plan on keeping it forever. So, but let's see, what else do I have? Nah, candy cane. No. I could put also a sleigh, but this is red, so it's going to blend in. I do have a silver one here. I just need something small to fill in this one spot here. I'm just searching through my stash here. Reindeer? Although it's not very buffalo, or it's, nah, I'll just leave it. Okay, that's it. I think that'll do. Or maybe I will put one more here. Yeah, that's gonna bug me all night, so I might as well just do it. Okay, and so I got a wire on this one. I'm gonna make this one stand up. Poke that through there. Oh no, it's supposed to go through. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'll make that go there. And poke this one, or wrap this one around. Do you have any small white balls? That's what I was actually looking for, to see if I did have some small white ornament that I could put here, but no, I didn't. So I'll just use this snowman and put that there. Okay. And I promise I'm not going to put any more. So here is the final wreath. Or I might just add a bow, a big bow here. Or I might not, I don't know. I'm going to, well, if anyone who knows me, I'm going to think about it and ponder it all night, and it's going to keep me up till 4 a.m. and then I'm just going to end up doing it anyway. So, but we'll see. And there is my wreath. So I'm going to hang this on the door. Trim. And just going to trim all the frays, whatever frays I can find. T just finished, Eric. Could you start over? Did she really just go finish her live? I thought she went on earlier. Oh boy. Well, we ain't starting all over, Melissa. You can watch the replay, because this took 2 hours to do, a little over 2 hours to do. So, although I do have to make another wreath, but that'll be a different style wreath. So right now I'm just trimming off all these fray little pieces that are coming off. Okay. So yeah, price wise, I mean, even with all the ornaments, with the exception of the ribbon, the frame, the green ornaments, even the snowman, you're probably looking at a cost of maybe definitely under $30 to make this size of a wreath. Again, all of these materials, well, except the ribbon, they were all bought from the Dollar Tree. So $1.25 for each of these things. And the ornaments here, I mean, you get 5 of them for $1.25. Not a bad deal if you ask me. So total cost of the wreath, again, with the exception of the ribbon, because I bought that at, well, even with this ribbon, because remember, I did get this ribbon for $1 at Joann's on sale from last year's leftover stuff. So, you know, you're looking at a total cost, total cost of this wreath is about $30, I would say, somewhere between $25, $30. So it doesn't cost you that much. Now, if you are buying the more premium grade deco mesh, if you need a bigger, or if you want to make a bigger wreath, that is going to cost you more. But I don't know, not bad for a $30 craft, if you ask me. Okay. Melissa, too funny. I missed that comment. T just did her Christmas Jenny box opening day 7. Ah, okay. Very nice wreath. Well, thank you. Where are you hanging it? I'll be hanging this on my door. Okay, I'm glad for you also. We are losing my mom to cancer. This will be our last Christmas with her. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jim. Yeah, make sure you take care of mom and spend as much time as you can with her. Okay, so we are done with this wreath. We have been on for almost 2.5 hours. Any last minute questions? And Milena, congratulations again. Please don't forget to send me your mailing address or email me your mailing address. Okay, prayers and hugs for Jim. Yes, prayers and hugs for Jim's mother. That's a lovely project. Well, thank you, Melissa. Okay. Well, if there aren't any questions, I will say thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I don't want to jinx myself and say we're going to go on live tomorrow night, but if I do, it would be around 8 o'clock. But don't hold me to it, because every time I say I'm going live at a certain time, something happens and I end up canceling it. So we'll see about tomorrow, but definitely on Thursday, 8 o'clock, we'll do a live. And I'm not sure what project we're going to be doing. Maybe I'll do another wreath and give that one away. Hint, hint. Maybe. Okay. But, well, if there's no questions, or if anybody's got a last minute comment, I thank you guys so much for joining me so late at night. And thank you for your long attention. Hope you guys enjoyed making this wreath. Hope you guys will try making your own wreath. And we shall see you on the next live. This is me blowing a kiss to all of you guys. Okay, now go out and let's all craft something. Mwah. Take care. Good night.